Okay, I have turned the oven on the other side, right? So this is the thing that you see, that you were seeing earlier. Now if you see this oven, we'll get the measurements, etc., but it's a very basic thing. I mean, you look, it actually comes out open and a very basic construction. And you see that I think the wood fire unit which we are going to attach, this wood fire unit, this is what we are going to attach there, and then finally it will actually become like this. So this wood fire unit. So coming back, I don't want to open it fully, but we can send the measurements, etc. So just from a measurement perspective, I mean, just to give you an idea, this entire stuff is actually say 26 inches, I think. Yeah, that's about right. So you see 26 inches here on width. If you have to look at here, it is roughly 13, if you can see, sorry, and here's 12 and a half, I think 12 and a half, 6 inches. I mean, we can get the exact measurements. This bit where we will attach the wood fire thing, it's 9 inches wide and it's 7 inches wide, or breadth, or whatever you want to call it. So I have taken out that accessory or the wood fire thing which was in there. Earlier you saw that it was in there. I've taken that out, kept it out. So very, very in detail, this is how it looks inside. I'll try to take the measurements now. So inside you see that the measurement is I think 22, and if you look at outside, it is almost 25 and a half. So I believe that the cavity which is in there is probably not that big, but you see that there is a gap, right? So the cavity which is there is probably couple of inches, which you can actually see in the furnished, which the assembled one second. If I look at the back of the assembled one, this is the cavity, which is probably 1 inches or 0.8 inches. So the outside is this, the inside is this, and that has been bolted through this. I mean, we can take these out, but what it tells us is that through the chimney the heat is going in, but this oven, it's directly connected to this wood fire thing, and we saw that there, fire it increases the temperature. There is a cavity in here which stores, so probably tries to block that heat, and then the oven actually heats up. So this is the cavity. I mean, it's more evident from the back of the oven, which is like this. So this is the cavity, and here in this one, this is the cavity. So I opened the wood fire assembly which we took out from the oven, and now this is how it looks. So this is the front side of it, and I also see that they have put in one of those half chimneys inside, so I'm going to take that out now. Yeah, that half chimney is inside, so I'm going to take this out. I think this is the chimney that is at the top, and it also has this handle which will get attached to that. So let's see. Okay, and this is for the ashes, which I would show on the finished one. So effectively what it's doing is, you light the wood in there, and I think this particular in the net that you're seeing, that will actually slide up, because that net is there, and you put in all the wood in here. Yeah, and then it wood, so you put wood in here, the wood burns up here. It will burn up here, and then it will burn up there, and then it will take the heat which will actually go in here, and then heats up the oven. So that's how it would finally look like. So this will be attached to this will actually get attached to this, and you put the fire in here. Because it has a cavity, from here the heat will go in, and it will heat up the oven. So I mean, as you see, that's nothing great from a technology perspective. It's the chimney, which probably is going to fit in here, like we have fitted in this one. There would be another chimney like this in the box, which we would fit in here between the boxes. I think the key also is the stands. So if I open the other box, you will see that the stands are there, which again get bolted into this. So it's fairly easy to assemble if you know what's going where. So should we just look at the oven again from a design perspective? So coming back to the oven again, so you saw that one is going to give you put the wood in, put the wood in here, the heat goes in, there is a cavity in here, heats up the oven. Now obviously when you see the main unit, this is the second part of it, which you see there, the bottom part of it, and there is a prover outside. So the second part of it, where you actually see the oven, so that this you would see this, there is this hole for the second chimney on which the prover will actually sit. Okay, so you bolt in the second chimney, you bolt in the second chimney here, in these nuts.